back to Alternative Reality Gaming. I'm your host, Lenny, and if you're lucky, one of my furry co hosts will join us today. Your stream will begin shortly. Enjoy. Alright, I think that is the simplest way to be able to do these. We are back and we're going to continue playing Microsoft Flight Sim 2024. Just carrying on in the career mode. I have 6150 in credits, which isn't much at all, and I think I need to get to 25,000 to unlock my own company, if I remember correctly. I don't know for sure. So I got new difficulty level unlocked, which is good. So that'll give me stormy weather and stuff like that usually, and a little bit more turbulence. Um, Actually, speaking of turbulence, I wonder if we can turn this on higher. Let's see. Advanced options, maybe? No. Um, would it be under assistances? See, like all of these assistances are on. If I turned all that stuff off, this game would be so much harder. Um, Turbulence is on low. So let's make it realistic. What else do we got? Icing is off. Let's turn on. I Yeah, this is gonna be some bad shit. Let's see. Adjust weather to simulate loss of pilot consciousness, blackout and redout effects when flying at it. Oh yeah, we want that for sure. Jet pilots, civil aviation. What's the difference? Hold on. It said option is enabled. Pilots will have limited resistance to forces. Oh, jet pilots have better. Okay. Well, we need to do civil because I'm definitely not a jet pilot. G suit. I mean, ATC doesn't have to enforce the flight plan? We want that. Unlimited fuel? Wait, it keeps yelling at me that I'm gonna run out of fuel. Oh, during free flight. Okay, never mind. I was like, wait a minute. It keeps telling me I'm about to run the fuck out. Disable engine stress damage. No, we don't want to disable that. So we want that. Aircraft stress damage. We also want that. And we also want crash damage. We want all of the damage. I know I'm gonna regret this, but piloting, controls notifications, taxi ribbon, flight path, display active waypoint marker. Like I can turn these off and it would definitely get way harder on me because then I have to read it off the GPS properly and stuff. But I don't feel that confident yet. So let's hot air balloons. What? Auto mixture? Yeah, that's I like auto mixture. What the heck? Hot air balloons, gliders. I don't get auto trim. Hold on. To maintain level flight while cruising during free flight. Oh, is that so I'm supposed to use the trim wheel and it kept fucking with me all the time and now I know why. Because it's been on auto this whole time. I hate that. Alright, let's kill that. I do want to mess with the trim wheel and stuff. I don't really need an assisted yoke because I'm gonna be doing that all on my own with this guy. And then what's the rudder one? Oh, is this? It looks like it might only be in free flight, so it might not affect career mode, and I'm just being dumb and have been dealing with it the whole time. I still think that AI auto trim though is in all modes because I kept getting corrected every time I touched it. So let's save. And then want to grab. I want more ferry flights. I'm not really into these skydive ones. And I did like the idea unlocking all the way over to Paris, but at the same time, once I got there, the flights really weren't worth dick. Um, why do I get the feeling coastal regions of Rome are where to be, or like Italy, are where to be hanging out? Because all the pictures and stuff of like the marinas and shit along the coastlines of Italy are just amazing. So maybe, yeah, I think we're gonna try and hang around the coastlines. Starting off here should unlock further down the coast, so I think I'm gonna do this one. It says it's a 45-minute flight for 2 grand, and it looks like most. Ooh, wait, that one's down a coastline. What about this one's not bad at all. 30 minutes, 1560, and it cuts straight across to an island. Let's do that one. Nice and short. Keep it short and sweet. It's crazy when a 30-minute flight is short in this. I'm terrified to get up into airliners and stuff where it's gonna be hours and hours long flights. Just waiting for everything to load again. I don't like to tempt fate and move a bunch of shit, because then it lags out and crashes the, yeah, I can't, there we go. I was like, I can't move the friggin' box. But it will crash the VR sometimes if you, God, move too soon. So we're gonna move on over here and remove the engine covers. I still love that you can see the starter and shit down in there. And I don't understand. Okay, hold on. I know how to crouch. That might have been too much. Okay, maybe not. Okay. Oh, okay, so it is air cooled. That's what I thought. That's like the head of a Harley type deal, but it's got sideways, horizontal, like a Subaru. You got. I wonder if it's a 4-cylinder. Can we see in the engine bay here? No, jerks. I was gonna open that thing. Start taking off these covers. I do think it's awesome that if you leave the covers on, your the devices that they're measuring for won't work. So like the pitot cover measures your airspeed and stuff. So like as the wind goes through it, that's how it knows how fast you're going. And I'm sure it does more measuring than just that. But if you were to leave that on, you wouldn't have your readings when you get in the plane to do your flight. And I just think that's cool as hell. Oop. I need to move my seating, but for some reason I am making it freak out instead. That should be fine there. Let's start engine, or don't. Start engine. Here we go.
Appreciate your help today, Cap. It's Gorn here. What we need to fly back
Gorn?
to Rijeka
Did
is
he
this
just say
freshly tuned
Goran?
172 Skyhawk.
G-O-R-A-N. Wow.
Now that it's repaired, the owner needs her aircraft flown back to a field near her place. Her name's Ladija Bobin, and she is waiting at the destination to pick it up. Safe flying, Captain.
So the guy sounded like he spoke perfect English, but then had like a little accent every now and then. But like, we're in Italy. I think they should have a pretty harsh accent. So it wants us to request taxi. See, it. You gotta say it by itself, apparently. Taxi.
Pula ground Cessna 9er Alpha.
So
Whiskey
dumb.
Romeo,
So
Charlie
dumb.
request taxi for east departure with Quebec.
So if I changed it to actually say request
Cessna
taxi,
9er
would it
Alpha.
work, right?
Whiskey Romeo, Charlie Pula ground airport
Apparently
is
the word
currently
taxi
IFR.
alone isn't by
Request
a good
denied.
enough. Wait, did you say request denied? What? Does anybody want to elaborate what the fuck I'm supposed to do then? Like, it says wait for clearance. Like, there's other planes here? Someone trolling me? I figured out where I'm at. I mean, it wouldn't take much, considering the missions actually tell you exactly where the hell I'm at. But for now, I still have outside players turned off. Um, I will probably turn them back on. Uh, I need to get a better computer first. So I need to sell one of my cars first. So once the car sells, I'll get a new computer, and this will work a lot better. Come on, waiting for clearance here. Hello. I've never been denied clearance. I'm really kind of confused. Um, so now back to the whole fuel tank thingy. What I was saying is when you're looking at the fuel selector, right now it's on the left wing, and if I put it on the other way, it's on the right wing. But if I move it to the middle, whoa, 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 go back. Come on, you jerk. There, it said all. See? So wouldn't that be both wings simultaneously instead of having to worry about running out of fuel? We're gonna see what happens. Do both of them go down? Is this ever gonna give me clearance? Is it because of this dude driving down the road? Like, what the hell's going on here? So then the other thing I noticed is this thing actually moves with the like the angle of the controller. So you can make it lay flat on the screen instead of angled just by moving the controller over there. So now it just kind of looks like a screen to me. Hello? Tower, can I have clearance? Ah, we got a guy glitching in himself. Call tower. What are we waiting for? I don't even have my controls that are normally up here annoying the hell out of me. And like, I know it's telling me to turn off my parking brake, but that's not gonna get me my clearance. And that's just me, gets, runs the risk of the plane rolling away, so that's why I left it on. Wish I had a horn, but burp, burp. Still want to try and figure out how to use my gas and clutch pedals for my actual sim rig as the pedals in the plane. The problem is pedals in a plane sit in the middle, and then they have the twist like normal, but then they also have a side to side rotate, and normal race wheels aren't going to do any of that. What in the actual fuck am I waiting for? Do I just blow through this clearance and get yelled at, or what? I don't think it's really going to cost me much. I think that's our best bet. Ah, this is the one where I'm delivering someone else's plane, though, isn't it? Damn it, they get pissed when you don't listen. Fuck it. We're going. Wah, wah. Now it says stop at hold short, but it's not giving me a hold short. So we're going to go all the way to the runway, and we are going to take off. I don't even know which direction I'm supposed to go either, because it's not giving me any of that stuff. So it says hold short is up there. Call tower. See, it won't even let me call the tower. I got nothing. Oh, here's my... So this thing can sometimes allow me to contact. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, okay. Not worried about it. I thought it was something to do with this. It's something else. So, um, ground services. I'm really afraid to screw this up, but I might have to do the skip takeoff thing just to see if it'll fix it. Let's try. See if that fixes it. Because it does actually kind of skip the approach steps, and sometimes, yeah, there we go, see? So we're going to try and see if I can say the command and get it to actually work this time. Request takeoff. Takeoff. Nope. Oh, it was still clicked up on that thing, wasn't it? Damn. Takeoff. Still pissed. Not even manually hitting enter isn't working, so... Why is it trying to click on other stuff? Am I in the game? Yes. But it will not acknowledge enters. Call tower? Nah, even that command's not working. But yet all the streams and everything, look, they're still working. So why is the game telling me to go fuck myself? Hitting enter is not even responding. So I can't request anything because it's just not acknowledging it. Turn the keyboard on and off, make sure it's working still. It's turning off this controller, so it is acknowledging the keyboard. It's just the game's not acknowledging anything, it looks like. Weird. Well, this is gonna be a flight where I just get in trouble from all the tower stuff. Call tower? Nope. Which sucks because it's also not gonna fully tell me where I'm supposed to be going and what to do, so I have to... Well, I guess here's the test. I have to use all this book thing, because it's probably not gonna tell me. I got the flaps off. Definitely a lot wobblier on the runway, so maybe those assists actually did help. I mean, I want them off. I want it to be harder. Makes it more entertaining. What fun's a game if it's not hard? I get this is actually a simulator and not really a game, but they have finally made it more a game. So they want us to climb to 1,400 feet, and I gotta keep the engine in the green. I don't need any engine failures, since it looks like those assists actually were helping. So now we can have full out engine failures and stuff like that while flying, is what I'm gonna assume. Considering how fast the turbulence bit me. Although I did turn it from low to high, so maybe that's what it is, and not so much all the assists, but I guess we'll find out. Oh yeah, I gotta open my winders. It's funny that it was like, okay, right after I opened the window. There we go. Start pulling back positive again. So we're at 1,400 feet. It wants us to fly to Rijeka. And set this for navigation mode. And I'm going to leave the vertical on as well, just in case. Looks like I want to go a little higher. I think 2,100 feet, I think, is the traffic, above the traffic pattern, 21, somewhere around there. So I'm going to try and set it to 23, 24, let's do 24, and autopilot is on. Seems to be going down and not up, which is interesting. I mean, it could be trying to follow the traffic pattern that's in the computer. Because according to the computer here, oh, max speed. What? The flaps are barely down, you jerks. And the RPMs is just barely too high. I bet you that's what's yelling at me for. Yup. Okay, that's cool. So I get yelled at for having the engine too high. And it does seem to be following the GPS pattern, although that's not good. For some reason it's saying the GPS pattern's like that way. Although it is lined up right here. I'm confused. Is this flight pattern turn? Is that what's gonna happen? Oh, because I didn't follow the beginning path is what's going on. I'm just jumping right into this thing. Okay, so that's not so bad. is. Let's see. Okay, one of these buttons zooms, and I'm terrified to figure it out. Pretty sure one of them did. Oh, must be on the ground to exit the aircraft. Well, thank you for not just letting me jump out. Which one zoomed? Is it on this controller? Nope, that does camera. That's controls for the plane, so I gotta be careful. I swore there was a zoom on one of these things. Yep, nope, that's the controls for the plane. I don't know how to zoom. Add to flight plan. I see now. No, that's not what I want to do. Let's zoom out. Get back on my plane. Yeah, it looks like I'm taking a direct route straight there instead of the long way. So, I'm cool with it. Bring my RPMs back up into the green. I'm not sure why it's not flying at 2,400 feet, like I set the thing to. White level change mode? Is that one gonna do what I want it to or not? Doesn't look like it. Oh yeah, there's a vertical speed. I think that's the one that's actually like how fast you go up, but I don't know how to set it. I mean, the pitch wheel, if it's not set to automatically counter me, technically should be able to. Yeah, it's already trying to counter me, I think. Should be able to tip it this, like down. Yeah, see, it's countering me. Yeah, you should be able to tip it down and get it to pitch you up, but it's maybe because the autopilot's on. Can I do it off? Yeah. So it will actually work with it off. So then, am I supposed to change the altitude somewhere else? There's the frequencies. Heading. And it's just the altimeter. And I had it set to 2,400, but it doesn't seem to give a shit. Yeah, I don't know why I used that side. That don't make sense. I have my own buttons and shit over here, and I keep using that computer. But I am about at the height that I wanted to be at. I'm not too worried. Overflying the airport without an announcement. Well, call tower. You're not gonna let me call the tower. How am I supposed to announce it? Let's request flight following, I guess? I don't
Zagreb Center
know.
Cessna 9er Alpha.
We're gonna attempt
Whiskey
this.
Romeo Charlie is
So I
type
don't keep
Cessna
getting in trouble.
Skyhawk 10 miles west of Lima Delta 1 Delta 9er 2,300 feet. Request flight following. Cessna 9er Alpha. Whiskey Romeo Charlie Zagreb Center. Squawk 6044. Squawk 6044 Cessna, Whiskey Romeo Charlie. Cessna Whiskey Romeo, Charlie radar contact, 9er miles west of Lima, Delta 1, Delta 9er, 2,400 feet. QNH 101 tree.
So they got radar contact.
Roger Cessna, Whiskey Romeo Charlie. Cessna Whiskey Romeo Charlie contact approach on 124.6. Good day.
Knowledge handoff.
Going to 124.6 Cessna Whiskey Romeo Charlie.
I think that's everything I'm supposed to do. Check, check. I was hoping I could, like, talk through a stupid intercom on the plane. It'd be fucking hilarious. I think we can just close that. So we have almost reached Rijeka, wherever that is. Apparently I clicked on the computer over here a while ago. Yes, I have to use two hands to click that. Because I shake like a Michael J. Fox. It's not really good when you're dealing with small buttons and stuff, but it's great for welding. Perfect little zigzags. Is this a little island here? It is an island. So, you gotta be careful. There is a power button on this keyboard. It's kind of a dumb thing to put on a portable keyboard, but you know. And somehow every time the cat walks on the keyboard, they always find that button. It's usually that button or the button that opens 50 million windows and like crashes the whole computer and overloads it. It's fun. Looks like I have a delivery. So let's see. Hey, look at that. The fuel gauges are dead even. I was right. It uses them simultaneously, and then I don't have to worry about it going low and yelling at me until I'm about to crash and die. But that's neither here nor there. But seriously, what am I supposed to do if I were to run out of fuel, am I supposed to land at like how I was able to open up this chat thingy and call for a local airport? Is that what I have to do? Is find some... Careful with that joystick. What is true speed? True airspeed. Is that what's measured with the pitot? Alright, having big bushy man eyebrows, old man eyebrows I should say, sucks ass in VR because they just constantly rub on stuff in here and drives you nuts. I feel like a crackhead sticking my finger up through here trying to get to my eyebrows just to itch them. But taking the VR off is a raging pain in the ass. Well, I mean, I guess it's not that bad, but it really does suck to get it positioned again with these stupid pancake lenses. It looks like we probably got about 5 minutes left if I had to guess. Especially considering it seems to be... Here we go. Call tower. Moving on to the final steps for the approach. Call tower. Call tower. How dare you? It's still gonna be ignoring my keyboard though. Shit. Don't understand why it won't recognize that. Controls, keyboard, radio, comms. I mean, I don't even know what that command technically is, so that doesn't help really, I guess. Ooh. Back up. Pretty sure it's supposed to be under radio, but yeah. So that's just the navigation and not anything to do with the radio, comms. I was hoping that maybe it just like forgot the key or something. I don't know. But I can't even find it in here. ATC. Panel choice. Display ATC. Is that it? Is it because I have that stupid panel open? I don't think it's still open, but it might be. No, it's closed. But I cannot get it to register that I'm heading into. Like, wakey wakey. Interesting. Is there another button, like in the actual cockpit, to be able to hit that? I do not see it at all, so it looks like we're just gonna keep ignoring tower, I guess. Kill the autopilot. Call tower. Like I got it to work a few times now, and it just sometimes works and sometimes doesn't apparently. Where the heck is the button to contact? I have no idea how to get it to register my calls to tower without it actually acknowledging the enter button. Don't see any buttons for like squawk or anything like that. So I am gonna start turning. Actually, I'm just gonna come in from this way since I can't call in for the airport anyways. I'm just gonna land whichever direction I feel like it. So guess I should start pulling some speed out of this. Put on the parking brake. I'm still trying to figure out how to contact tower if I can. Call tower. Yep, still can't push enter and I still can't get it to register the voice commands. It's like the only thing that's not registering in the game, which is really weird. So we still need to pull out some more throttle. It hasn't even really started to slow down. Call tower. Just hoping that one of these times it'll go through. Feel like this is a real life emergency. I can't contact the tower. Oh my god, but I need to land. Such an emergency that I'm sightseeing while we're doing it. Still has not really slowed down enough. But once I get lined up with this runway, I can pull up, soak up the speed I need, and get these flaps down. So, I don't like pulling up like that too much when I'm going in a turn. It just kind of unsettles the plane too much. So let's flap down. Now that we're below 80. That pulls out even more speed. So this right here is the airspeed.
500.
And then this one over here on the right side is your altitude. That's how high I am above the sea level. So it's not how high I am above the ground, because the ground isn't always at sea level, but where I'm at right now, coincidentally, it kind of is close to sea level. But you'd never want to fully rely on that number, because you can definitely smoke the side of a mountain. So parking brake is out. I don't recommend using the parking brake during landing on non-tripod planes. This one has a single front wheel and two rears, so it really can't tip forward. I mean, it can, but it's not like the one that has one single rear wheel and two fronts. That one is, as soon as you let off the throttle, it nosedives and just eats the propeller. Alright, we're gonna start to throttle up a little bit so I don't smash into this runway. Come on, drop, drop, drop. A little rough, but we're on. Yes, I know it's an undesignated runway because I can't radio the tower. It is what it is. There's nothing I can do about that. So I do actually want to turn off the flaps. I usually don't, but I really don't want this plane taking off again. Got enough problems with the tower and shit. Wonder how bad it's gonna hurt my rating to not have called in tower at all. Alright, we have reached the hold short position. Taxi? Call tower? Nope, still not recognizing. Womp womp. Ah, but if it's not gonna recognize, is it gonna call for the stand? Just gonna double check and make sure. It does look like it's recognizing, like, call tower. That time it didn't. Taxi? That time it did. And it opened up the menu. So it's recognizing it, it's just not accepting it for some reason. Call tower? Yeah, nope. Alright, let's hope they give us a park. Undo the parking brake. Alright, there's the parking stand announcement. I mean, it sucks that it glitched out, but it is what it is. Yeah, I was trying to slow down. Let's cruise around this truck here, rotate in, and park.
I'm happy to see my bird back home. I missed it. Thanks, Captain.
Stop engine. Yeah, it's not registering like anything from the keyboard. Well, that's weird because I was able to do that one. That's fine. I'll have to shut the game down and reboot and make sure everything's all happy again. So let's see. Well, at least I got into a B. I guess it could have been a lot worse. $1,560 credits. Got to level 13, so I'm at 7,710 credits. Looks like we may have unlocked, yes, a cargo transport. And then aerial advertising is next. What do we gotta do? Some flight seeing. Flight seeing and skydiving. I gotta do at least 3 of them. But yeah, so I guess that gives us some stuff to do next time. And till then, peace. If you liked today's episode, please consider leaving a like and subscribing as it goes a long way to helping the channel to grow. Thank you.